This is our last chance to qualify for the Sol Protocol airdrop, and in this video we are here to show you exactly how to complete all of the quests and tasks on the Sol testnet to potentially secure the Sol airdrop before it goes live on mainnet. So before we begin, don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button, and let's dive straight into it. And straight off the bat, my friends, we are here over on the Sol Protocol website, which you can see this cool animation that you can play with once you are on the website. Nonetheless, my friends, do your own research. However, Sol Protocol is powered by Layer 0, connecting liquidity across the biggest and best chains. And very simply, all we need to do to qualify for the airdrop is collect seeds, which you can see here over on the leaderboard. The more seeds we have, the bigger the airdrop will receive. Like I said, I know we're not early to this one, but we can do our best, get as many seeds as possible, and qualify for a decent airdrop if possible. Therefore, once we're ready, guys, we can see that we can access the app either on this page or over on the home page. So once you're ready, that's exactly what we're going to do. Once you're here, we now want to head up to the top right where we can get ourselves logged in. Remember, guys, we are not financial advisors. We do not give any financial advice. You must always conduct your own research and use a burner wallet if you feel more comfortable. However, as you can see, we are now officially getting ourselves logged in. And once we have done that, the next step is to very simply get ourselves testnet tokens so we can use it across this protocol. So on this protocol, we're going to be using the Avalanche testnet, and therefore we're going to need to get ourselves Avalanche testnet tokens, like I said. So once you can confirm that you've got the Avalanche Fuji testnet, which you can see here, all we need to do is very simply head over to Core. And don't worry, my friends, I will leave this in the description down below. Core app enables us to get testnet tokens directly to the Avalanche Fuji network completely for free. So once you're ready, you need to get yourselves logged in, which you can see here. Next, as you can see, you continue. After that, select the token you would like to receive. Yes, I would like it to be AVAX, but you can see that there are other testnet tokens. After that, you need to enter the details here, which will be all filled in automatically if you're logged in. And you also need to have AVAX on the mainnet. So you can see here, I've got roughly $2 on my mainnet on the burner wallet. I know it's not that much. However, guys, all you need to do is tell them that you're not a robot, if of course you're not a robot. And then boom, as you can see, we can now request 2 testnet AVAX tokens on the Fuji testnet right above my camera. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Next is already on its way. So once again, we just go back over to our testnet. As you can see, boom, we've now got ourselves $40 worth of testnet tokens, aka 2 AVAX. Now, from here, you can come back every 24 hours to request 2 more AVAX tokens. So, of course, if you're going to be using the Sol Protocol this amount, you can very well obviously just come back every single day to get as many testnet tokens so you can stack up volume and get yourselves as many seeds as possible. So, over on Sol Protocol, my friends, all we need to do is very simply head over to the left where it says supply. After that, as you can see here, we've got many different assets that we can supply, all of which are on different networks. So we can see AVAX here. As you can see on the right hand side, we've got the AVAX network, we've got the supply rate, we've got all of the details, and you can see your balance, of which is 2 AVAX. Of course, this is a test network, my friends. However, I'm just going to quickly move over my camera, which as you can see here on the right hand side, we're just going to choose an amount. So if I wanted to do 0.5 AVAX, as you can see, you just wait for it to load up. You'll be able to see all of the details, and then you just hit supply. And guys, it is honestly that simple. Now, the only thing I don't like about this protocol so far is the user interface. Everything is so tiny, I have to actually squint my eyes to see everything properly. But other than that, the design is pretty cool. Everything else is pretty cool. However, it doesn't end there, because if we head over to the seed section, which you can see up top, down below now, once it loads up, if we go over to my quests, as you can see, once it loads up once again, we have got many things that we can do here in order to earn seeds. So here you can see that it will tell you how much you will earn to create and earn. The one down below, invite your friends and earn seeds. So for every friend you invite is 30 seeds. The next one, engage with Sol's announcement over on X. This one has unfortunately ended. But my friends, you can see the one down below, become part of the Sol Protocol community. So if you hit on the right hand side, you can see the tasks. And now if I move over my camera once again, as you can see, if we go over to the task section, we can now see that we need to very simply complete every single one by one. And every single time we complete a quest, it's going to give us a seed. So first one is X. Super simple. As you can see, once that's done, we come back over, it's going to load. Then if you open it up once again, you'll see that it's already completed the first one. The next one is to follow Sol over on X. Nice and simple. As you can see, we are already doing so. Come back over. Again, we can verify that. The next one is to very simply like and repost, which we can do that. Then we come back over once again, do the same thing. The next one is to comment on Sol Protocol's pinned post, which again, we can do that. Honestly, these social quests are so easy and it will take you a few seconds to very simply unlock these quests and points. It just needs to be a comment. It doesn't need to be anything serious. I've just put super excited. Then all I'm going to do is go back once again, verify that, move over to Telegram, then move over to Discord, and we've completed all of the first quest. However, from here, as you can see, we've now completed all of quest 1, which is becoming part of the community. And for that, my friends, we earn ourselves a nice amount of seeds. However, we are now able to move on to quest 2 because we completed quest 1. You cannot move on to the next quest until you finish the first one. So as you can see, we can now move on to quest 2, which is enabling us to earn by very simply providing assets. So here we can see get testnet tokens to perform the next task, which we've actually done. So it's going to take you over to a full set list of which you can choose from. Absolutely fantastic. So you can see Ethereum, Sepolia, USDC, and Base, Sepolia, ETH, USDC, Arbitrum, AVAX, X, Y, and Z. Fantastic. Very nice for anyone who needs this, guys, because of course it's not so easy to find these protocols, especially when it's nice and safe. So we can see here that we've done that first task. We just need to wait for it to load up. And also just one thing, now that we've completed quest 1, we are allowed to complete quest 0, which is absolutely fantastic. So you can get yourselves another 20 seeds. No problem. However, like I said, guys, it might take a while to get your testnet tokens. As you can see here, it will take a few minutes. However, all we need to do is, once you've got your testnet tokens, it very simply explains what you need to do. Supply any of the available assets on the Avalanche chain, which we've already done. The next one is to supply any of the available assets on the Ethereum Sepolia chain. So once again, guys, you could go back over to those full sets that it's just shown you. Or the one that I like to use the most is Alchemy, and you can see here so many different full sets. This one is probably the most popular out there, and guys, you can very simply come over here to the Ethereum Sepolia one. Next, all you need to do is very simply come up here, get over here, come back over, paste it, come back over here, I'm not a robot, send me testnet ETH, and boom, you have just received 0.1 Sepolia ETH. Honestly, that simple and that easy, and anyone can do it. Nonetheless, finally the app has loaded up, and all we need to do is very simply access over here, and it will say exactly what to do. We've already done it, so we can verify that. Boom, completed. The next one is to do the Ethereum Sepolia. So now that we got our testnet tokens and we've unlocked it, we can come back over to the protocol section, head over to supply. Next, we're going to then scroll down and find ourselves Ethereum. I don't know why it's not just all filtered into different networks. Very annoying, but we'll be able to find Ethereum very shortly. There it is. So once you select Ethereum, on the right hand side, you can see exactly that we've got 0.26153. So we can confirm that here, and if we go over here, we just want to choose an amount. I don't believe there is a minimum or a maximum. It just asks us to do any amount. So once you've done that, as you can see right behind my camera, it is being processed. Just give it a few seconds and it will obviously be completed. This is a testnet protocol on multiple different testnet networks. And of course, guys, it might take a while, but now it's been completed. We can then move on to the next quest. But I would like to say, for a testnet protocol that is obviously using multiple different testnets, this is a fantastic platform which seems to work very fast. But like I said, the only thing I don't like is the user interface. Everything seems super zoomed out. But of course, that's just maybe me. Nonetheless, guys, all we want to do is head back over to Seeds. Once we head back over to Seeds, we just want to complete all of the quests. Now you can see we've almost reached level 2, which is 40 seeds. Next, guys, we just want to go back over to the quest section, come back down over here. Very simply wait for it to load up because we have supplied assets on the Ethereum Sepolia network and we have completed the previous tasks. So sometimes, guys, it might glitch out. It might just take a few seconds. But honestly, they're all so simple. Next, guys, after you've completed Quest 2, Quest 3 is basically going to be the same, but over on Sepolia, Arbitrum, and Optimism. After that, Quest 4 is to use Ethereum, Sepolia, and Avalanche Fuji once again. And then after that, Base and Arbitrum. And then after that, Base and Arbitrum. All, guys, over on the testnet, so there's no real monetary value. Everyone can do this for free, and everyone can qualify for this airdrop if, of course, you have the time to do so. Now, of course, guys, this is not going to be the biggest airdrop in my personal opinion. It's going to be split across 647,000 users. So there is an ICO going on, guys, and to be honest with you, I'm not too fond of that. However, like I said, it's not going to be the biggest airdrop, but at least we can earn ourselves something. And it's entirely up to you whether or not you want to use this one or skip this one, or very simply just move on to another one, of which could be way worth your time. And we have got many more crypto airdrop tutorials on our YouTube channel with many more to come. account. Now friends, thank you so much for tuning in. Sorry this isn't an early airdrop. It was up on our list and we thought we'd get it out the way now. So if anyone did want to qualify and did want to learn how, this is how you do so. Friends, if you have any requests, you can let us know in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for tuning in once again. We appreciate every single one of you and we can't wait to see you in the next video.